for policy changes as a public interest litigation. Then the other thing I wanted to, I agree with whatever all of you have said, but I would say also that we need sometimes to fight with the attitude of the judge, and sometimes the judges may have a different attitude or may not be aware of what we are saying. And like even, in a case where the minor girl is raped, or if they want the thing is like to convince the court, maybe we should, touch upon the psychology of the judge. That maybe in a disability case, in a public interest litigation, we made all the persons who are involved, all the persons with disability, with traditional blind people, all these 50 people come to the High Court and sit before the court. So somewhere we have to also, strategy should be to combine the question of the activism along with legal strategy. You should know the law, but you have to bring in activism. And the campaign and the public, the hearings or the public protest should go hand in hand so that the judges are aware and it comes in the newspaper. So you should give lot of, the publicity should be there along so that the court gets influenced by that. When in activity case, the court was influenced. And then I would say that it has a long-term implication. That the public interest litigation, now even individual cases, has long-term implications. In case you put together the full act and you have to serious about it, you will have to show the court that you're not publicity oriented at the same time. That you're not seeking publicity. It's more to catch the attention of the public. So the genuineness of the case should come across to the court.
One of the important purposes that litigation serves is that it can really help shape or frame the public discourse around an issue. So there's that value added to the whole movement and the whole scheme of things that I think we need to be very mindful of. And just to give you a very concrete example, for example, there was a complaint filed before the Human Rights Committee where an adolescent girl was refused an abortion. She had an encephalic fetus. The doctors predicted that, it would die shortly after birth, if not sooner. And yet, no one was willing to perform the abortion. So she ended up having to continue the pregnancy against her will, and then, see her newborn die within 3 days of birth. So what the Human Rights Committee did in this case was, it said that, among other things, that the mental trauma that this adolescent suffered was, first of all, very serious and very, severe, but it was also foreseeable. So, and this constitutes cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. Now, my point is that, if this complaint had not been filed, and if the argument had not been made that by forcing this adolescent, the government had, was guilty of violating her right to freedom from cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment, it would not be recognized. That aspect of forced abortion would not be recognized. I mean, now we are able to make the argument that, forcing a woman to continue a pregnancy against her will or denying access to legal abortion does constitute cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. And so my point is, I think litigation provides serves as a very important vehicle for expanding the discourse. I mean, we've heard a lot about how, it's very obvious the link between abortion and health. Denying safe abortion or, denying timely maternal health care is a violation of the right to health. It's also a violation of the right to non-discrimination. And when we file cases, we get an opportunity as lawyers to formally make that argument. And then if we get a positive decision where the court officially recognizes it as a form of discrimination, it really helps strengthen the norms around the issue and then provides the basis for the kind of policy and the law and the kind of advocacy that you can do. It's very powerful to be able to say, in addition to, that it's a violation of the right to life and health, that denying women access to safe and legal abortion is a form of discrimination, cruel and degrading treatment. So I just wanted to make that point that, that's the additional value added by.
And I think for all our interviews, what is tremendous learning. So many of our persons have come for the first time to say how it works. So they take that impact to all world, come in I